achieve their goals, they must save.
For market economics, we're showcasing two projects under this criteria. The first being Count That Currency, which is a project designed to inform individuals about foreign currency. The foreign exchange market is volatile and fast moving as any other financial market on the planet and can seem equally as daunting and risky to predict. Our mission was to get students to understand the impact that foreign currency has on the global economy. So we visited a class of 30 students and challenged them to count their currency. We divided the class into 4 teams and had given them an initial balance of $1,000. Well, this was to see which team was going to spend their money the wisest. So we took the teams on a journey spanning 4 countries, those being Germany, Kenya, Brazil, and Japan. Now, before we entered into each country, the students were given detailed information about the official currency there. As well, we taught them the greetings in the native tongues, which made this visit, more specific, fun. But anyway, upon their arrival, the students were given a list of 10 items, and this was specific to that location. They were given 10 minutes to make their purchases, and the students' purchases were recorded upon their departure. Now, there were some items that appeared the same on every list, but this was to show students how foreign currency can impact the price of a product in different countries. At the end of this activity, the students' results were tallied, and the team with the highest remainder balance was declared our winner. There was a pre-test and post-test given during this exercise, which would determine the students' knowledge of foreign currency. Our end results, a 33% increase in knowledge and understanding.
What type of good was a project designed to inform students about the different type of goods in our economy? What influences a buyer's decision? What is the unique category of goods? These are all questions we posed to a 6th grade class of 28 students at Radium Springs Middle School. In part 1 of this project, we went into great detail explaining the differences between these types of goods. We gave examples of each, and we challenged the class to come up with examples of their own. This not only got us to get a chance to get a glimpse at what they considered an inferior and luxury good, but it also allowed for us to reinforce what we taught about the subject. And what does all this relate to and correlate to? Interactive learning. Part 2 of this project was an activity based on concepts we presented on. We broke the class up into 2 teams and split them into 2 groups on 2 different sides of the room. A cipher would then hold up a picture representing a good in our economy, and the student had to perform an assigned action to represent their answer. The team with the most students standing at the end were declared the winners. Based on their performance on the activity, we could tell that they understood the basic fundamentals, but we still felt it was appropriate to give them a written exam. So we gave them a post-quiz on the subject. And what were the results? The class had an average of 87.5, showing that we effectively taught them about the different type of goods in our economy.
Environmental sustainability. This year we're highlighting 2 projects, Environment 101 and Reduce, Reuse, and Recycle. Reduce, Reuse, and Recycle was a project designed to inspire students on our campus to become more environmentally responsible. Albany State University residents do not have a sufficient outlet to recycle goods on our campus. Our site team saw an opportunity to encourage recycling and tackle this issue head-on. The plan for Reduce, Reuse, and Recycle was to place SIFE-made recycling bins in each of our 9 residence halls over a span of 2 weeks, and to challenge our student body to reduce, reuse, and recycle. Whichever residence hall recycled the most goods will receive an ice cream party. But before we started this initiative, we implemented a dorm raid to kick off the challenge. The purpose of our dorm raid was not solely to motivate residents to participate in the challenge, but we also wanted to go into detail on the importance of reducing, reusing, and recycling. We surveyed over 350 residents during our dorm raid, seeking to determine if males or females were more environmentally responsible. It was important for us not only to get residents to recycle, but we also wanted to give them the knowledge, the understanding, and the inspiration. We placed 3 separate recycling bins in each residence hall, 1 for plastic, 1 for paper, and 1 for aluminum. During our 2-week initiative, we had to constantly monitor our recycling bins for overflow because of the high interest in our situation. The residents of Albany State University were inspired, not afraid of promoting a cleaner, greener campus. Reduce, Reuse, and Recycle was a success, resulting in the collection of 122 pounds of plastic, 148 pounds of paper, and 9 pounds of aluminum cans.
Environment 101 was a project designed to educate the youth about the environment. Many youth lack proper knowledge of the environment, and it is important to understand how keeping our environment clean and learning how to recycle can help our planet in the future. Our site team swept the hallways of Radium Springs Middle School and spoke to over 30 classes in one day, giving them The math presentation started off by giving the students a basic introduction of the environment and how it directly relates to each and every one of them. It is important for the youth to understand the impact that they can have in their homes, in their school, and in their community. In the next portion of our presentation, our ciphers cover different environmental threats such as deforestation and air pollution. Despite the fact that nearly 2/3 of the American population feel that our environment is being threatened now more than ever, statistics show that vast improvements are being made within our country. But the truth of the matter is that everybody can lend a helping hand. So how do we motivate the youth to contribute? We taught them different ways that they could better the environment, such as planting trees, recycling plastic bottles, and reducing their use of water. At the end of our presentation, we challenged the students to come up with their own song or skit about what they learned during Environment 101. Over 400 students were impacted by this project, and this is just the start to a better world.
Business ethics. Ethical dilemma was our biggest project under this criterion. Ethical dilemma was inspired by a prisoner's dilemma in the sense that it places participants in a position to make a decision, each one having different ending results. People make decisions in business every day, but making the right choice isn't always the easiest. Business ethics can help the students' overall ability to incorporate laws and principles that distinguish right from wrong in choosing behaviors and making decisions. Our SIFE team went into the classrooms of Monroe High School and spoke to over 70 juniors and seniors. We pitted the males against the females to see which gender would make more ethical decisions. We performed scenarios that they could directly relate to real-life situations. Some of the scenarios that we dealt with were proper behavior in the workplace, having a factual resume, and controlling emotions. At the end of each scenario, both males and females, we encouraged them to share their opinion and let their voice be heard. Based on this survey, 96% of the students who were involved said that they would make more ethical decisions, and 100% said that they would like for ASU SIFE to come back. Ethical dilemma gave these students a chance to apply their knowledge in the classroom. Now let's take it a step further. Many of these students are about to enter the real world, and they will be faced with difficult decisions that challenge their character, their integrity, and their heart. Being aware of this,